Welcome to Western Chester County Checks In. I'm your host, Rachel Cassell. It is Wednesday, July 21st, 2021, and we are coming to you live from Valley Creek Productions offices in the Lukens Executive Building. We have a great show today, including a story about Suburban Brewing's new tap room. We have a community update on the Atglen Library, and we visit the Compounding Pharmacist in Westchester. But first, let's talk about some upcoming chamber events. Our next event is networking at the Golf Zone on July 27th from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. After that, we have Chamber Night at the Reading Fighting Phils, August 12th. Chamber members get free tickets. Our Chamber Golf outing is on August 23rd at Applecross Country Club. To get discounted early bird registration, you must register by July 31st. Visit westernchestercounty.com for more details. Speaking of events, Coatesville is hosting a series of pop-up and shop events in downtown this summer. They feature a variety of local business owners. We chatted with a few entrepreneurs at the last event to find out more about their businesses.
So Looker Books is a new bookstore, hopefully opening here in Coatesville. We're going to be a general interest bookstore focusing on curiosity, creativity, and building community here in Coatesville.
Coatesville merch is basically a product line that we started, t-shirts and hats, a couple tote bags, and each purchase is with a purpose. So you can represent your city on purpose. So each purchase, a portion of it goes towards local youth serving organizations.
I wanted fun, trendy items that I could wear. I have a curvier body and I needed clothing that could accentuate that. And a lot of times when I walked in the store, there was really nothing for me to fit my body type. So I started out with clothing, then I branched into accessories.
The next pop-up shop is this Saturday at Abdallah Park from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Future dates are August 7th and 21st at Ash Park and September 11th and 25th at 3rd and Lincoln Highway. We hope to see you there. It's time for our Member Minute segment this week. Ashley Pierce visited the new Suburban Brewing taproom in Honeybrook.
Thanks, Rachel. I'm Ashley Pierce with the Western Chester County Chamber of Commerce. We're here today at Suburban Brewing's new location in Honeybrook, and we're talking with Corey and Eric about their business.
I've been brewing probably about 25 years now in some capacity. So in college I worked at a brewery and worked there for 2 years. Actually opened up a brewery out in Kansas City, Missouri. When I moved back, the brewery went under. So I just started home brewing. So it's home brewing for at least 10, 15 years.
Corey tells us about the types of beers they brew.
So we like to run the gamut with our beers. Really IPAs, that's one of my favorite style, but we also do Kolsch, and just being in the suburbs and carrying the Suburban name, we like kind of the Kolsch, so German style ale. We have a Scottish ale, which is good, stout, oatmeal porter. So from a brewer's perspective, I like to brew different beers, kind of keeps things interesting. I always try to brew what's in the market right now, what's hot and trendy, and it's also a test for my brewing skills to try new ingredients.
We also met with the owner, Eric, who tells us the history of the business.
We were the first beer garden in Chester County, for sure. And then kind of started, I'm a chef by trade, and I was always cooking over there and stuff, and our model for Suburban was to support our local economy and neighbors and stuff. That's why we're big with the Chamber of Commerce and stuff like that. We only sold Pennsylvania beer. I have 24 draft lines over there in Exton. We only sold Pennsylvania beer, did Pennsylvania liquors, and a lot of local food, meats, produce, dairy, cheeses, stuff like that. So being that we're only doing Pennsylvania beer, we wanted to give like the smaller guys a leg up.
He talks about the kind of food they serve.
It's smaller plates, tapas. It's not like small, like tapas, but smaller plates, not big composed steaks and potatoes and stuff like that. It's still scratch though. We do make everything in house. I mean, we make cheesesteak egg rolls, but we're not buying like frozen cheesesteak egg rolls. We take our fresh cheesesteak meat that we get right here locally at Levon's, and chop it up and roll them. And we roll a lot of egg rolls, and stuff like that. We make a gumbo. A lot of them have nods to some of our favorite songs and music. A lot of Grateful Dead references and Fish references.
Suburban Brewing is very involved with the Chamber and the Honeybrook community.
So we are involved with the Western Chester County Chamber of Commerce. We help sponsor events, and we're involved in that regard. They've helped us out, through networking events. We met the bank that loaned money to us. We've helped Donna out with some of the events as well, supplying beer, offering a spot for happy hour socials for the group. But the plan is, as we kind of keep putting our roots down, is to continue to be more involved with the chamber, with local organizations, with our peers within the industry as well.
Eric tells us why they moved to this new location.
It just wasn't quite big enough for us to use as a brewing facility. It's fine for a tap room, so we may keep it and still use it. We still have it, so it just wasn't quite big enough for what we're trying to do.
Suburban Brewing has some awesome events coming up for you to check out.
We'd like to do a Christmas in July. Maybe everybody comes, wears ugly Christmas sweater, and maybe we'll have Santa Claus there or something like that. So we have some fun stuff working. We do an Oktoberfest every year. At the old location, we'd like to start getting some music, maybe turn that more of a music venue, have bands on weekends up there. So there's always something working in the pipeline for us.
Corey talks about the future of Suburban Brewing.
We want to establish ourselves here in Chester County as one of the go-to breweries and tap rooms for food, for service, for beer, obviously, and then we want to continue to grow. So the plan is to distribute mainly out of our tap rooms, but we'd also like to have our beer in bars, cans for distribution, but we'd also like to open up additional tap rooms as well.
Come out and give the new Suburban Brewing tap room a try. They're open Wednesday through Sunday. Reporting for Western Chester County Check-In, this is Ashley Pierce. Back to you, Rachel.
Thanks, Ashley, Eric, and Corey, for taking a few minutes to show us the new space. If you would like to have your business or nonprofit featured on our show, we'd love to have you on. Reach out to me directly at rachel@westernchestercounty.com. It's time for our community update segment this week. Donna had a chance to visit the Atglen Library to find out more about their new building.
Thanks, Rachel. I'm Donna Stelz, Director of the Western Chester County Chamber, and we're here at Atglen Public Library, and we're going to go inside and talk with Robin Kehoe, Director of the library.
We just celebrated our 75th anniversary. We had a local history scavenger hunt last November. Our first home was at the Borough Hall that is no longer there, and soon we'll be moving to a new location where our first president was the shopkeeper, so it feels like we're going home.
Robin tells us about some of the services the library offers.
Books are still important at libraries, but libraries are a lot more than books too. Kids can do their homework here at the library, or with their library card they can do it at home. Researching those papers, new business startups can come in and get their census data. We even have a business plan database where you can pull down business plans for free.
She really loves her job and all the ways she can help people.
What I love most is that how varied it is. I get to do everything. I get to do a little bit of everything. I get to buy books and run programs and be creative in funding, marketing, advertising, graphics, newsletters. I get to do a little bit of everything.
The Atglen Library will soon be moving to a new location.
The new facility will be 2 or 3 times bigger than our current facility. We'll have comfy chairs in front of the plate glass windows, lots more space for people to hang out, do puzzles, read, work, co-working. We'll have a snack space that we hope to have coffee there, vending machines. 2 ADA bathrooms, nice big parking lot for everybody to come by, much nicer than we have here. We have a small conference room where people could have meetings for maybe a business startup. Lots of co-working tables where you can come in, use your own computer.
Robin is looking forward to moving into the new space where they will be able to expand their program offerings.
We're looking forward to getting into our new space again and starting up programming again after COVID. We'll have our full complement of story times and music and movement with Miss Maureen, but we also hope to add a lot of things. A movie series, STEM programming, art shows.
Their capital campaign for the new library is going well.
We need to raise $100,000 for the furnishings for our new place. We are 2/3 of the way there, $67,700 with $33,300 to go. All of the furnishings, new shelving, new circulation desk, it's all been paid for already. And now we're getting down to little things like the velvet curtain for the movie screening room.
The library's signature fundraiser event will be held in the fall this year.
The Atglen Alley Wizard Fair is our signature event. It was started in 2018, and it has changed our funding life here. We weren't able to run it last year, but we will run it this year on October the 16th. And on July 31st, which is Harry Potter's birthday, we will have the Wandering Wizard's Quixotic Quest, which is a fundraising scavenger hunt for Harry Potter fans in town.
We look forward to celebrating the grand opening of the new Atglen Library in the coming months. Reporting for Western Chester County Checks In, this is Donna Stelz. Back to you, Rachel.
Thanks, Donna, for that report, and to Robin for the tour. Can't wait for the Wizard Fair this fall. We have a second member segment this week. Alyssa Griffith had a chance to visit the Compounding Pharmacist in Westchester to find out what they do.
Thanks, Rachel. Alyssa Griffith here today at the Compounding Pharmacist. Anyone that is from Coatesville will remember Hennessy's Pharmacy. Today, we were here with his grandson, Kevin Hennessy, and also his aunt, Mary Hennessy Gentile. And they were able to show us what they do here at their pharmacy.
So I am a pharmacist by trade. I graduated from the University of the Sciences in 2008. After I graduated from the University of Sciences, I worked at the Coatesville VA in the Community Clinic and the Pain Management Clinic till about 2019 when I came back to the Compounding Pharmacist and worked for a couple months with my former partner that I worked with while I was a student here at the University of Sciences, and then I purchased the store in the spring of 2019.
Kevin tells us how he got into the compounding business.
So we differ from the commercial CVS's, the Rite Aids, list your store at the Quick Stop, that we do not sell any commercialized products. Everything here is custom made to fit the person, your animal, your dog med, your horse med, your cat med. So we take the raw powders from the ingredients and mix them with types of creams that are either hypoallergenic or more creams that are going to drive through your skin, or mouthwashes.
He explains how he gets referrals to his business.
We market directly to the doctor's offices so they can actually see what we can do for them. We're trying to take their troubled patients that they're trouble treating with commercialized products. So, and then they would call us and we'll try to solve their problem for them or give them an alternative compared to a commercialized product.
Patients can either come into the pharmacy or have their medications shipped.
We have a free delivery system. We use United States Post Office. I would probably say about 80% of our business goes out through deliveries. We do some walk-ins for some local GI offices or local dentist offices that they know they need it in a regular, quicker basis.
Vet products are able to be flavored.
So you can just have your vet request that your medications be sent to us, the Compounding Pharmacist, and we can make it to an array of things. We can make a suspension flavored either fish, tuna, or beef, or whatever your dog likes, peanut butter or cat. We could also do it transdermally for cats, because sometimes cats do not want to take pills, and some of these medications are bitter. So we make a lot of medications that you put into their ear.
There are many benefits to having your medications compounded.
The benefits of having our products compounded compared to taking a commercialized medication. Commercialized medications come in certain doses, either 25, 50, 100, or X, Y, and Z. Or we can make it specific to your need, right? If you just need one made for 10 milligrams, we can actually make you a 10 milligram capsule. Or if you're allergic to, say, mineral oil that's in your cream, we can make you a hypoallergenic cream that does not have mineral oil in it. So we can make it specifically to you, that it's going to treat your issue and you should have no other issues.
Kevin has some special projects he works on.
So we have recently been awarded a phase 1 clinical trial and a phase 2 clinical trial for a COVID nasal spray treatment. This pharmaceutical company reached out to us and we won the bid. So we are going to do the proof of concept for the first phase.
Future plans involve growth and expansion.
For the future, we like to eventually move into our own space, a bigger space where we could start doing sterile compounding, because there is no sterile compounding in the county. And sterile compounding would be IVs and eye drops, because there is a need for that. Right now, we just don't have the space for that. We'd also like to just grow our veterinary business.
Thanks for spending some time with us today. And remember the Compounding Pharmacist for all your compounding needs. This is Alyssa Griffith for Western Chester County Checks In. Back to you, Rachel.
Thanks, Alyssa, and thanks to Kevin for the tour. That's it for our show today. Our next episode, we will learn more about the Coatesville Youth Initiative, and Jonathan Wright will visit Applecross Country Club, the host to our golf outing. Tune in on August 18th at 11:30 a.m. for those stories and more. I'm your host, Rachel Cathell. Thanks for watching. See you next time.